would like to thank all of you for joining us and making the show a success. I would like to thank our exhibitors who have shown great faith in us, and our visitors who have come from far and wide to visit the show. I would not take much time because actually we are quite delayed. Mr. Vasco Pizarro from Pizarro Laundries.
I've been here last year and it was very good for us to be able to share things. Thank you, Mr. Sandeep, for inviting me again and for having me here. So I will start this presentation. As you can see, it's the European trends. It's things that inspire us to do our own collections. We participate in several trade shows among Europe and the US, and as you know, inspiration can come from everywhere. So every day we search a market, we search pictures, we search new things that can inspire us to do new and exciting things. So during our quest, for this specific collection, we identified three main trends. The denim mix, that we call it. It's the overlay of patches and different fabrics, of course also chemical patches and different washes to give a different look. People are asking for every day richer and richer details, and this is some of that. Also what we call denim in color, and the overdyed and the paints and all the things that take us to natural vintage thing to look forward. And with this collection, the colors, of course, of the true and what we call true vintage and the denim destroyed, and is the most similar thing that we have to used garments. Some clients still ask us to try and imitate looks of garments that are used for several years, and this is a part where we do that. As you can see, we have I've selected pictures to explain where we get our inspiration, and the overlay, as you can see, we are talking about the patches and the chemical, as you can see, the chemical washes mixed with different patches, with different embroidery and the lines, also with laser. It's a very important thing that we can see now. It's the laser having this effect also, of course, with different fabrics. This is a nice example of an indigo yarn. This was something that we found interesting. On one leg, the effect, and the other, but it's a very natural look, and that's always what the clients ask for us. It's to deliver that look, but in a natural way. It's very important for them. The deep dye also, and then the mix on the print and the okay. So in terms of what big brands are doing now in Europe, this is an example of what this square is doing. As you can see, they put a little bit of what we talked about until now: the spots, the vintage effect, and the big contrasts. As you can see here, the richness of the embroidery in the whole garment, and the raw look on one side and the work on the other side. Of course, something that we are doing a lot is the print on denim, different prints, different things of what the designers imagine, and it gets a really nice effect, and it's something that it's also appearing. Of course, the laser all over. This shirt has laser all over. As you can see, we chose the pattern of the vectorial pattern. It's a pattern that it's really coming strong, with a difference of intensities and the different directions and what it allows to do. And it's mixed with a nice wash and the vintage wash gets a really nice effect if it's very natural used. To see closer, the destroyers are always, depending on the way you do it, the clients really ask for it, because it's something that to the consumer immediately pops out in a store. So if it's done always in a natural way, it's a very good effect. This is also a laser all over. As I can tell you, the vectorial patterns, they are very important. On this laser, I chose this one because far away you cannot see, but the pattern is small flowers. At the distance you cannot see, but if you look at close, you will see it. Also, the pattern, the laser pattern, it's very important. This is a PRPS garment. As you can see, the spots all over, and then the difference on colors and on the base color of the garment itself. This is our shirt that you are holding now, and the whiskers are always something that require daily work, where we can improve, where we can do it more natural, where we can deliver it, because the clients always want it. And the chemical patches that I told you before, this is the one that you are seeing there. What we tried to do here was the used effect, of course, a little bit of the minor effect with if it was pressed a lot of time, and with, of course, the 3Ds garment. The 3Ds is what we call natura dye. You can dye it in any color that the client wishes, any Pantone, and it goes a little bit to what we have talked about in terms of the denim color. Of course, we added some 3Ds effect. If you can see, it's an overlaid patch. It's we tried not to do just one trend in one garment, but we tried to do the whole trends in the garments itself. That it's similar. The objective here was trying to imitate the spray, the coating effect, but we do this in an automated level. So it's a very nice process that we do on dyeing, and we mix the colors so that they can have a good effect. This one just tried to do a more commercial look, a used garment of maybe 2, 3, 4 years, just with a small vintage effect, so the clients can know that we are also able to do that kind of washes. One is this one that you are seeing now is the one that has the laser with the flower pattern that it's on this side. Yeah. Then we can go to the really raw look, destroyed look. It's a mix of several processes. I can tell you that this garment itself has more than 20 processes, but there's a little bit of everything. The contrast, you can see the contrast, you can see the paint, you can see the cloudy effect, you can see the vintage look, more of an oxidized look. So 3D is also, there's a lot of things, and it's really one of our successes in the collection. The pattern that I was talking about, the vectorial pattern is something that it's really coming strong. It's something to for sure not be forgotten. This one is the objective was to try and imitate a painted look, something like that. Of course, we do it by hand. Most of the denim that we do, although we can still process 18 million garments per year, but most of what we do it's in terms of denim, it's by hand, and that's the thing that the clients really ask us. On this you have a chemical look. We wanted to do something that was similar on the things that we have talked before. Of course, this is very aggressive. The tendency is that the clients like the spirit, but they ask us to take 20%, so it can have the destroyed look and the raw in the mix. On this one we tried to put the two techniques together: the chemical patch and the embroidery, the overlay of embroidery. Of course, you can see the cloudy effect, the 3Ds. Something that we think it's going to be very on trend area. This is a little bit on the same spirit, but with a different touch on the destroyers, with a small pigment, and it's to give a different look. Of course, we've done the 3D a little bit harder, so it pops out the contrast between the 3D, especially on below the 3D and the fabric itself. This is what we call easy dye, because it's not easy. And it's not denim, it's a PPT, a heavy PPT, and you can do every effect that you do on denim, you can do it in any color that you wish. This one is blue, we have salmon, yellow, black, camel, everything, every Pantone that the client requires to do on a PPT. You can do the 3D, you can do the Echo Blast, you can do the used effect. It's a very nice process that we have, and it's been very successful. We have already have it from some time, but it's really something that it's always asked by the client. For last, I would like to talk to you about the two new processes that we have. Not new, but very recent. The Echo Blast and the Echo Wash. And better to me speaking, I'll show you in two videos.
O Echo Wash é um conjunto de processos que foi finalizado com a introdução do ice sleeve. Existia já o processo de ozônio, em que já era feito nas calças e que consigo as calças nas calças já era feito de ozônio. Já o processo de ozônio, em que já era feito nas calças e que consiste no envelhecimento das peças sem água, que até agora era feito com químicos e com processos molhados, digamos assim. Depois, o laser é outro processo que pertence ao Echo Wash, que faz com que processos químicos, que era necessário também químicos para fazer os efeitos nas calças, com o laser consegue-se, e é um processo que, no fundo, consiste, como o próprio nome diz, um laser que queima de forma controlada a calça e faz aquilo que o designer desenha ou aquilo que o cliente quer. Conseguiu-se pela primeira vez no mundo ter uma calça 100% ecológica, juntando este processo do laser, do ozono e do ice sleeve, criar a calça sem produtos químicos e com uma poupança de água na ordem dos 80%, mais ou menos, ou 90%.
Services that you saw here, in terms of the Echo Wash, the objective was to eliminate the use of the PP spray. So the client that wants a vintage look without any kind of chemicals, for example, I can tell that we save 100% in the chemicals, 100% in natural gas, 89% of water, and a lot of other more savings. It's certified and inspected. So in that case, the objective was to do a vintage look without the PP spray. For that, the ice slit was a crucial invention, and using the ice to create an abrasion blast that is a natural thing, because it doesn't have to neutralize it, it doesn't have to wash it, so it saves a lot of time and a lot of water. We can save up to 70 liters of water per garment, so it's a lot. Imagine that our company can do 2-3 million garments per year with PP spray. We would save almost 300 million liters of water if all the brands used ice sleeve. Of course, in terms of the price, it's still a little bit higher, because the machine uses CO2 liquid to transform that in dry ice, and to buy the CO2, although in Europe they recycle it, it's still a little more expensive. But we have a project in the about 1.5 years that we can put the isolate with a price lower than the PP spray. The second one, the EcoBlast, the objective was the focus was the health and safety at work. We wanted that our clients had the effect that the sandblast gives, but without any kind of harm whatsoever to the workers. As you can see, the person that talked was the laboratory, the independent laboratory engineer that analyzed the process. And for you to have an idea, we use an eco powder to do the abrasion, that it's on the European Union chart of non-hazardous products. The exhaust system is revolutionary also on that building. All the workers are systematically every 6 months tested if they are with any ear problem or respiratory problem. Although we have it on numbers and analyze that it really cannot have, because it's a really safe way to do a substitute of the sandblast. And as I said on the video, from our information, we don't have information that there is anyone anywhere else in the world like this. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope I wouldn't be too bother you, but it was something that we wanted for you to know, the trends and the services, and something that you to have in mind. Thank you very much for your attention.
I would like to thank Mr. Vasco for making a very beautiful presentation. In spite of being traveling for last 24 hours, he's just coming straight from the airport and he's flying back tomorrow morning. So real thanks to you, Vasco.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.